This is Sparta!
What is up, my fellow beasts? Welcome back to a new video. Today I am bringing you my top 10 weapons in the Call of Duty games that take real skill to use. And I'm bringing you this video a little bit because very often, the Call of Duty haters, very often people like saying that Call of Duty takes no skill to play and whatever. In a way they are kind of right, because most people just like to use the most overpowered weapons in the Call of Duty games, like the ACR, the M16, the NV4, the VMPs and FAMAS. That's all they use all the time. But there are weapons that take real skill to use in the COD games, and that's why they are pretty much non-existent. That's why you never see these weapons being used, because they are not easy mode. And I'm not even talking about weapons like the Uzi, the Executioner, and the Mach 11, the Scorpion, whatever. You shoot motherfuckers with those things, they will die on the spot. You just have to be smart with the attachments and with the perks you put on these things. I mean, they are like wonder weapons when compared to the weapons that take real skill to use, the weapons on this list. So the order of this list doesn't really matter, because what is easy for me might be hard for you and vice versa. So do you play Call of Duty like a beast? Find out next.
Warning, the following video is so manly that it can make a woman grow a beard. So if you are a little Justin Bieber, proceed with caution.
So at the number 1 spot, the hardest weapon to use in the Call of Duty games, the one that takes the most skill in my opinion, is the crossbow. I noticed this when I was trying to get gameplay for this video. I was having no problem pretty much with all the other weapons on this list, but when I got to the crossbow, I was like, shit, I can't get any kills with this motherfucker. So there are 3 crossbows in the Call of Duty games. I'm not counting with the NX Shadow Claw from Black Ops 3. It's not really the same thing. So there's a crossbow in Black Ops 1, there's a crossbow in Black Ops 2, and another one in Advanced Warfare. The one from Advanced Warfare has to be the hardest one to use because of all the jumping around, but I decided to use gameplay of the one from Black Ops 2 because it's also super hard to use, and there are no bunny hoppings in Black Ops 2. So the crossbow is a single shot weapon with pretty much no aim assist. It's like you are using a sniper with no aim assist, so you have to be very accurate when you use the crossbow. As I said, it's a single shot weapon. You shoot one time, then you have to reload. Even though it's a one-hit kill to any part of the body, it's not an insta-kill, because it takes 1 second for the crossbow tip to explode, which gives the enemy a chance to kill you before they die. And if someone shoots the enemy that you just shot with the crossbow before it explodes, you will just get the assist, which is absolutely bullshit. So when you use the crossbow, especially at close range, you need to be very accurate, because if you miss, you are as good as dead. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, the crossbow is the hardest weapon to use in the Call of Duty games, in my opinion. Then at the number 2 position, we have from Advanced Warfare, the Blunderbuss. This is the hardest and at the same time most fun shotgun I've ever used in a Call of Duty game. It's a supply drop only weapon, but I had to put it on this list because it is absolutely crazy. So this is a single shot shotgun, which is very powerful at close range. You see a motherfucker in front of you, you shoot, you don't even have to aim, you just shoot, he will immediately die. It's very powerful within its range, which is very good for a shotgun. But the thing is that the reload takes 3 years. It takes so long to reload the blunderbuss that you can go have dinner, come back, and you will still be reloading this motherfucker. So the super long reload together with all the flying around in Advanced Warfare makes of the blunderbuss a very hard weapon to use. So in order to do well with this beast, you need to play like a ninja. You need to always be ready to immediately take cover, to immediately go to a safe position after you get a kill, so that you can reload your gun and then be ready to kill more motherfuckers. Then we have, ladies and gentlemen, at the number 3 position, the L96 sniper rifle, but at the same time sniping in general in Black Ops 1. I decided to use the L96 for this gameplay here at the number 3 position because It's a bolt action sniper rifle. You cannot spam shots like crazy. And in Black Ops 1, what really makes snipers hard to use is that you have to be very accurate. To get a one-shot kill, you either need to get a headshot or you have to shoot the enemy on the chest area. So in Black Ops 1 there are no one-shot kills to the fingers, to the toes, to the knees, you know, to the ears and stuff like that. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you never see any quick scopers in Black Ops 1, and not even you know, normal snipers, you know, snipers just camping on the back of the map. That's how hard sniping is in Black Ops 1. But I was having a lot of fun doing it for this video. Next we have at the number 4 position, from Advanced Warfare, again, the RW1 pistol. So this is a hand cannon, ladies and gentlemen. It is very, very powerful. At close range, medium range, it is a one-shot kill, but it's a single shot pistol, so you cannot spam this motherfucker. So you have to be very, very accurate. And in a game like Advanced Warfare, it's even harder to use because people are just jumping around all over the place. But, you know, it's a little bit like the Blunderbuss shotgun at the number 2 position. But I would say the RW1 is a little bit harder to use because it's a pistol. It's not a shotgun. The Blunderbuss is a shotgun. You don't have to be accurate. You just shoot the damn thing in the direction of the enemy and you will kill his ass. But at the same time, what makes the RW1 better is that it has a super fast reload. So if you miss one shot, it is okay. All I have to do is you just jump around like crazy. You reload this thing and you try again. You try to kill the motherfucker. Next we have at the number 5 position, the ballistic knife. So the ballistic knife is in Black Ops 3. I don't have it because it's in the supply drops only. It's in Black Ops 2 and also in Black Ops 1. I decided to use gameplay of the one from Black Ops 1 just because it is more fun to play. So I would say that the ballistic knife is as hard to use pretty much as the crossbow because it's a single shot weapon. The aim assist is very, very low. It's not like the sniper rifles, and because it's a single shot weapon, you have to be very accurate. If you miss one shot, you are pretty much dead. But at the same time, I would say that the ballistic knife is a little bit easier to use than the crossbow because you have a plan B. You have an alternative. If you are not good at firing the blade from the ballistic knife, you can just run around shanking people in the face. And the ballistic knife is very good at it because it has a little bit of lunge, which is something you don't have when you use the default knife. And then we have, ladies and gentlemen, at the number 6 and 7 position, I'm gonna put them together on this spot because they are perfect for each other and I always use them together. Plus you look like a Spartan beast, you look like a warrior when you use these things. I'm talking about the riot shield and the throwing knife. The hardest shield and throwing knife variant to use in the Call of Duty games has to be the one from, or the ones from Advanced Warfare because of all the flying around and whatever. But because there is already enough gameplay of Advanced Warfare on this list, I decided to use some classic Modern Warfare gameplay of these two beasts. So the shield is a hard weapon to use because it is a 2-hit kill, so you really need to be very good with the shield to go on a kill streak, and you need to be smart when you use this thing. Then there is the throwing knife, which is even harder to use. That's the reason why people just use C4. I'm talking about nerds especially. So to use the throwing knife, you need to be very accurate, especially in games like Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, because you can only carry one throwing knife. So if you miss, then you are as good as dead, or you have to kill the enemy with the riot shield and then you know, pick up another knife either with scavenger, or you will have to find your knife. Then we have at the number 8 position the bayonet from World at War. I absolutely love this thing. It is a freaking beast. It was the first special weapon to be added in a Call of Duty game, and that's why I absolutely love it. It is a classic. It is the OG beast weapon. So to use this thing, you need to be very stealthy. You need to play like a ninja, because To get kills with this thing, you have to get very close to the enemy. So you need to be very patient. You need to stay inside buildings, and you need to try to get people by surprise around corners and stuff like that. The good thing about the bayonet is that, just like the ballistic knife, it has a little bit of lunge, so you don't have to be super close to the enemy to get a kill, which definitely makes it super fun to use. And at the number 9 position, we have the flamethrower from Black Ops 1. There's also a flamethrower in World at War, but that one has unlimited fuel and it has a very good range, so I decided to use the flamethrower from Black Ops 1 for this number 9 spot. So the flamethrower in Black Ops 1 has a pretty decent range. It's not super crazy like the one in Black Ops 3, and I mean, it kills pretty fast, but the thing is, it only has 2 canisters with 100 points of fuel. So if you spam it like crazy, you will only get like 2 kills. If you're trying to go on a high kill streak, by playing like that, it's gonna be very hard. So you need to be smart when you use the flamethrower. You need to save fuel so you never run out of it, and so that you can get a bunch of kills with this motherfucker. There's a glitch in Black Ops 1 that allows you to get 100 points of fuel for free, and to do that, you just need to find a weapon on the ground. You replace your weapon for the weapon on the ground, then you pick up your weapon again, and boom, you will have 100 points of fuel for free. And you can do this over and over again. There's no limit for this thing, but as I said, you need to be smart with your fuel. You need to save fuel, because if you have a 0%, 0 points of fuel, the glitch will not work. Then finally, ladies and gentlemen, at the number 10 position, we have the shotgun attachment. So there's a shotgun attachment in MW2, Black Ops 1, Call of Duty Ghosts, and also in Infinite Warfare, but I decided to use gameplay of the one from Modern Warfare 3 because it's the hardest one to use, and for that reason, each kill you get with this motherfucker is extremely delicious. I absolutely love it. So to use the master key, which is not a one-shot kill most of the time, you really need to be smart with this bad boy. You need to stay at close range at all times, and you need to surprise motherfuckers around corners and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. These are my 10 weapons in the Call of Duty games that take real skill to use. If there are any other weapons that take real skill to use in the Call of Duty games, as I said, I'm not talking about executioners and Uzis and Mac 11s, because all those motherfuckers are easier to use than any of the weapons on this list. Let me know them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out.